Stop what you're doing. If you're driving, pull up in a safe place and listen to what I have to say. I am calling an emergency call to attention. And the reason why I have done that is because the letters that were sent out by the champions and the world at large as my students has taken grip all over the world. As a result, some of the words in those documents that the champions and the tricks and traps students, as well as the students at large, had such a devastating effect on the world of fiction, of transmutilation, of mutilating children, of plowing baby flesh into the food supply, and of course, the information that I released on Nigeria. It has caused a devastating effect. Because of this, what the American universities, including in California, where I first released this type of information, they're trying to ban some of the words that are within those contracts that were sent out. And the way that they are doing it is they're saying you should no longer use the word American because it's associated with racialism and slavery. So, because the documents contain American nation, it also contains level plain, a level playing field, which puts them on the level of receiving punishment. They are so frightened, I mean absolutely frightened, that they are trying to use innocent children, young students that are not experienced in linguistics and the poisoning of the language. They're trying to use them to convince their parents as well as other students not to take up the call that I have done and claim that position on a level plane. So the use of pernicious effects, pernicious brainwashing, they're convincing the children that the universities, especially the deacons and the ones that run these universities, because it affects them the most. Why? Because the universities are usually the owners of the estate, which is state of California, state of Carolina, state of New York. They're the ones that own the contracts. It's usually the university through the clergyman. They're trying to ban it. So I've called emergency call to attention. And this is going to be the second wave. The first wave is the letters. The second wave I had to bring forward because of what they're trying to do. The second wave will be you champions throughout the world for you to send out emails. And we'll give you the emails and we'll give you the words to send it out. And I take 100% responsibility. So the second wave is going to take place in less than 2 days because of what they're trying to do. Okay, trying to ban and make people, students, feel bad about using the word level playing field, as if it's got racial connotation. They're trying to ban the word by poisoning it, that it somehow means that it's racialism. Yes, in passe, it means no mercy for sheep, as David Wayne Miller taught you. But that America word, because America now is a constitutional republic, and anybody writing out their constitutions called their terms and conditions have right of way over all government, sheriff's office, hospitals, and etc., including the university. The third wave, which will happen after Thursday within the 45-day trust, is I will now authorize as a plenipotentiary judge through education and a chief federal postal court judge and a master, I will be authorizing the death sentences of these people. Thought that they could get away with these things. Now, let me just remind you what we're up against, and I'm going to play for you one of Piers Morgan's talk.
It's racist. Reporters on assignment are described as working in the field, are scientists and researchers have a field to study. They conduct field work when they interview ordinary people or study biology in the wild. We have country fields, level playing fields, football fields, walking fields, sports fields, the field of dreams. Not anymore.
See, so pernicious are these fuckers, these freaks, that they know I've ended Nigeria, and I will decide what the names of these new countries will be called, because you cannot have a country called Nigeria. You cannot have a country that means no mercy for sheep. You Americans are under full attack. Attack because I'm attacking the language, and they're trying to use and protect this language by getting innocent people to believe that these words have strong connotation. In there, he even tells you that they're going to try to ban the word America, so you can't claim American national, which are in the documents that the champions and the world at large has sent out. When those letters were sent out, the foods that were contaminated with human baby parts, human flesh, were withdrawn within the 3-day rescissions. You know, the matrix, what the matrix means. Matrix is another word for the womb. The matrix is also the system of the lies that are perpetrated. And David Wayne Miller broke the code of the lies as mathematical interface. That's what the numbers are that roll down. That's the parse syntax on the language. This is how many people, and it hasn't even been updated, sent out those letters to stop cannibalizing. Because the Zionist, as well as the corporations, the universities, have been plowing your baby fetuses into your food supply, just like Soylent Green. This is the task and force to stop child mutilation and state-controlled child trafficking. This is how many people are championing it. The list is only halfway through, and I've yet to even update these people. Yeah, and they're all sent out these letters, and these letters, because their contract is having a devastating effect on these people. The world of fiction, the Matrix, is really only a few months away from ending. They think they can extend it to 2025. No. They think they can extend it in the banking industry to 2030 as Agenda 2030, when the Bank of International Settlements contracts throughout the world come to an end. You see, the authorization for the death sentence is part of what is known as barbarism. For heinous crimes, murder, forcible rape, and sexual molestation, this includes transgenderism. Because of the letters, do you know that the clinics are starting to be shut down that perform these operations on children? The Tavistock Institute is being shut down all over the world, including America, because of my banning on it. Aggravated felony assault, robbery, first-degree arson, to burn things, to remove body parts by laser surgery, which is arson, with serious injury or death resulting, which is what the children are going through. And then, of course, you have insidious crime. Intended or to trap, beguile, stealth, treacherous, or deceit, operating or proceeding in a inconspicuous or seemingly harmless way, but actually with grave effect. Grave effects means the effects of what they are doing is putting people in their grave. That's what grave jeopardy means, that you are in grave jeopardy. So on Thursday, I think it's 8 p.m., check your own time, New York time, EST I think it is, which is UK time, Friday morning, 1 a.m., 1 a.m. I will teach the entire world of the second phase, which is to send out the emails, to post comments under a system known as judicial notice.